What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over 10 nickel coins that are super rare, super valuable, and that have brought a lot of money in auction. If you're new here, make sure to check out our channel and check out other videos we talk about paper money and coins. Let's jump right into the video. First up, we have a 1993p 5-cent Jefferson nickel struck over a 1992 Lincoln cent. So essentially, this was supposed to be a 5-cent coin, but it was accidentally minted on top of a 1-cent coin. As you can see, it just looks very strange, very abnormal. If you ever see something like this, make sure to pick it up. It could be very, very valuable. This one was graded by NGC as a mint error, MS, meaning mint state 67 red. That is the color of the coin. This one sold for $6,900. So if you ever see something like this, even if it's on a lower grade, it could possibly be worth a lot of money. So keep your eyes peeled. These overstruck errors are some of my favorite. This is a 1977 S mint mark 5-cent Jefferson nickel overstruck on a dime, graded by NGC a proof 68 ultra cameo. You can tell just by looking at this coin that something is not right here, and that's because the planchet is much smaller on the typical 10-cent planchet. You do not want to throw something like this away at all. If anything, if you see anything like this, it's abnormal, make sure to hold it and contact someone that knows exactly what they're doing. This one sold for $9,300. Here we have a 1946 D over D mint mark on this PCGS graded mint state 66 full steps 5-cent coin here. By D over D, if you look on the back right of the coin, you will see the D mint mark was struck twice. So this is definitely something to look out for. Look for double struck coins. And this one sold for $8,280. Up next, we have a 1964 5-cent SMS, meaning special mint set, specimen PCGS 68 full steps coin. Now, this one's a pretty unique coin. You can tell the look of this coin is much smoother. It looks like it's never been in circulation, actually, which is why it graded so high at a 68. Again, the higher the grade your coin is, the more money it's gonna bring when it sells. And this one sold for almost $33,000. If you've seen my other videos about the 1943 steel pennies, this coin was struck on a 1943 steel planchet that was supposed to happen for the 1-cent pennies. If you want to know more about the 1-cent steel pennies and how much they're worth, make sure to check out my other videos. But this one, because it is an error, again, it was supposed to be struck with the 1 cent, but it got hit with that 5-cent. This again is a 1943p Jefferson nickel. This one graded by NGC, a mint state 64, sold for $9,775. Here again, we have another D over horizontal D mint error. This is a 1942 5-cent graded by PCGS, a mint state 64. Remember, the highest grade you can get is 70. If this was graded 65, 66, the higher the grade, the more money it's going to bring. This one, because it is that D over horizontal D error, sold for $6,400. This coin is something you should really keep an eye out for. You want to always be looking for the double dies on the obverse, which is the front, or the reverse, which is the back. This one's kind of hard to tell, so it's a 1943 over a 1942 struck 5-cent double die obverse coin. So essentially in the 1943 area, on the 3, you're going to see the number 2 underneath the 3. It's hard to see here, but I have another picture I'm going to throw up here. Look for this double die on that 3 to see if you have a 1943 over 1942 double die obverse. This one graded by PCGS, a mint state 67, sold for $5,500. This is one of my favorite coins here. This is a 1939 5-cent doubled Monticello graded by NGC, a mint state 66. Now, what do we mean by double dyed Monticello? If you flip the coin over on the back, you'll see right below the building, you'll see where it says Monticello is doubled. Now, depending on how obvious, dramatic this looks, will depend on how much money it's going to bring, as well as the grade. You can also see that 5 cents underneath is also doubled. This one sold for $3,000. Definitely one to keep an eye out on, and definitely one of my all-time favorite nickels. Here we have a 1953 D, the D mint mark meaning Denver, 5-cent NGC graded mint state 67, 5 full steps coin. Now, by 5 full steps, it means the 5 steps above Monticello on the back, they are all visibly cleared. That's a good area to look for to see if you have the full 5 steps, which will designate that the grade is higher and it is worth more money. This one sold for $3,100. Here we have a 1953 S mint mark, which is San Francisco. As you can tell, this one's going to be worth a lot more money because it is that more rare, scarce San Francisco minted coin. This one graded by PCGS, a mint state 66. 6, which is 1 grade lower than the one previously, and this one sold for almost triple the amount just because of the mint mark. So definitely keep that in mind. It is the same date, same coin, different mint mark, lower grade, and it's worth more. This one sold for $13,000. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I will see you in the next video.